Okay, Mike, compose yourself. You can do this. Hey everyone, Lone Wolf Jai here. I might get very emotional during this episode, during this review of this episode, because this is the episode that has wrecked so many people who have watched this and play the game. It wrecked them totally. There's a screenshot. There's the thumbnail. Okay, one thing I forgot to mention in the previous video. During the opening, the season 1 opening is them just seeing like beep, 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 pizza, Zone Reach Barbecue, blah, 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 all that stuff. I would say it's not as good as the second one. The second one I think is way better. But anyway, during the opening of the previous episode, Burnt Pizza Toast, we hear Siegfried singing it with, I guess it's with Kiana. And this one, you can hear Kiana, May, Himeko. I think you hear a little bit of Teresa and Bronya. You basically hear them all, okay? And so anyway, this episode is called Not Enough Cream Stew. Season 1, episode 3, aka the one that wrecked the game players emotionally. Okay, here we go. So, and it's got a little profile for May, of course. No, she looks like she's cooking a slightly cooking version of her Striker Fulminant outfit if I look at it. Anyway, so it starts off, you see Kiana's come back from wherever she's been. She says she smells the fried chicken. She starts taking some of the popcorn chicken that May has made, right there, while May's not looking. And then she's eating it. It's the bestest. This reminds me of a picture I saw online. I have it on my phone. It shows May as a Herrscher at the World Serpent headquarters. She's cooking, and I thought my days of cooking would be over when I joined the World Serpent. And you see Raven and Kevin eating the food. They're enjoying it. And then she's remembering Kiana here saying that her food is the best, or bestest. And then Raven comes up and says, more. And she says, oh, be right there. She's basically saying, Kiana, I will save you. And another thing is, Herrscher May now has bridge dialogue ever since 4.2 came out, which means probably when 4.3 comes out, Fallen Rosemary Rita will have bridge dialogue. Anyway, back on this. Herrscher May's bridge dialogue is quite sad. It's not most of it. Anyway, back on this. Then May comes up and she's caught red-handed. Did you see the popcorn chicken I made? And she goes, well, do you know where it is? And she goes, well, it's right in here, and she points to her stomach. And she says, May's like, how could have thought that she kind of snitched every last one of them. So she makes Kiana help her with what she's making, which is cream stew. She's like, well, why do I have to do it? But since someone ate popcorn chicken, so I have to make cream stew with what's left. And she says, I'm sorry. And it's okay. She still has plenty of other ingredients. Bronya says she's come back with vegetables. And May says, May thanks Bronya. Bronya notices some things, like Kiana's like helping, she's cooking, the fried chicken residual, the shifty glance of Kiana Idioka, and then she deduces, like Sherlock, that Irioka has sabotaged the dish again. Kiana gets a little huffy for being caught, for being found out. And May says, okay, why don't you two go play video games? Bronya says, but I beat her all the time. And, Kiana says, Bronya beats me all the time. Then they realize, oh, well, they'll watch May cook. Or in Bronya's case, the Bronya shall observe May's culinary protocols. So they're watching her. She's got the vegetables ready. She boils them in water. Then she makes the cream. And she's making it. Kiana and Bronya smell, and it smells good. Then she adds the chicken and the white sauce, boils for 10 minutes, and boom. This looks so good. If I ever get to finding the recipe for it, I'm gonna see if I can try to do this. Then Kiana says she can only have chicken. She only wants chicken in her bowl, and she says she doesn't like vegetables. And that's when May shoves a spoonful of it in her mouth. And then she says, "How's it taste?" And she goes, "Oh God, it's good." Himeko comes. She goes. Himeko comes in, and I guess she was out on a date. And she goes, "Oh yeah, it was fine." And she actually got she sees the roses on the table, and she assumes that Himeko was out on a date. And she says, "No, I got this for everyone. We're having made special cream stew for dinner." Teresa, of course, comes in, knows that it's cream stew, and she bought baguette for it. And then Bronya says, come on, principal, because Teresa is the principal of St. Freya. And then she's coming before it's all eaten up. And then May says, come on, Aunt Terry's a big girl. She wouldn't mind it. I would say this is actually quite true, considering what's happened. The reason being is because of Kiana and Teresa's background or their stories. So I will get into that more in the next episode, because the next episode is centers around Teresa. Okay, so she's a big girl. She wouldn't mind it. And then May says, don't rush her dinner. So they're all sitting at the table. May says there's plenty for everyone. Okay, and Himeko says something that she says that, even though there's plenty, there's not enough. There is never enough. And Himeko says something that pretty much wrecks me every time I see it. She says, this is what I call a family. If you don't know the story, Himeko is currently missing in action. I would say, she made the ultimate sacrifice to get Siren, to suppress Siren inside Kiana's body. So it makes me cry to say this. And May sees, Kiana and Bronya, then Himeko and Teresa. And then she says, I gotta keep myself composed. She says, now I know my home is where you are. This gets me every time. In order to save Kiana, in order to save and protect Kiana, May had to become a Herrscher again. Leave and join the World Serpent. I think I'm going to be done doing these filming these videos for right now. It's okay, this is about 3 weeks worth. I might record more like sometime in the next week or so. But for now, this one just hit me hard. Really, really hard. I'm gonna go right now. I'm gonna go do some farming in FGO. Until next time, this is Lone Wolf Jazz saying thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves.